Hi, my name is Beth Bauheis with You, the Writer. Today we're talking about creating style sheets. I have a confession. I have used Microsoft Word for many years, and it wasn't until I started writing my first book that I discovered the style sheet. So, what is it exactly? Well, the style sheet is a file or form that defines the layout of your document. Style sheets will keep your document's layout uniform, which is definitely what you want. Believe me when I tell you that these are absolutely essential when writing entire manuscripts. As I get older, I get more forgetful, and writing a book is hard enough without having to recall what font, indent, letter size, or text effects I have used in my document. So right after setting the page size and margins of my document, I create my style sheets. There are many options, but you get to decide what you will use and what you won't use. For instance, maybe you want your text to be justified, but you want your subtitles to be centered. Make sure you define this in the style sheet, and your document will be the same throughout. It's simple, and it's a powerful time-saving tool for writers. So now let's go to Microsoft Word and create some style sheets. In your blank document, on the home page, you will see this screen right here. Those are your style sheets, and those are what we're going to focus on today. Let's create a few style sheets that you will always use in every document. One of those is going to be your heading 1. You see that right there where my cursor is? You're going to use that because that is also going to be part of your chapters. Okay, so when you create a table of contents, that heading 1 is going to be important. You're going to right click, you're going to hit modify. And right here, if you wanted to rename heading 1, you could. I usually don't with heading 1 simply because I know what that's for, but if you want to, go right ahead. Something that you know you're going to remember. Then you're going to come over here to formatting, and you're going to change however you would like. Maybe you want the font to be Bookman. Okay, maybe you want the size to be 18. Maybe you want the color to be light blue. Whatever you want, you're going to change it here. Usually for my headings, I'm going to center it. Now, there is this tab down here, the Format tab. I usually don't bother with this tab for my headings, but I just want to show you that it's there. There are other options. You can also click on the word automatically update. So throughout your document, your headings are going to automatically update. Say you decide, you know what, I don't like that blue font. I want to change that. Rather than go through your entire document and change it manually, all you have to do is make sure it's automatically updated, and you just have to modify it like we did here. So you could go back in and modify it and say, I don't want that. Okay, so you'll just go back to there. So let's hit OK, and let's make a heading. So this is going to be creating style sheets. There's my heading. Okay, and it's based on what we just set it as. Next, another style sheet that I always use is this one titled Normal here. Now that one I'm going to right click. I'm going to hit Modify again. This one I will change the name. I'm going to write it as body text, whatever you want it to be. And I'm going to make the, oh, it says it already exists. So let's change it to paragraph text. Let's see if that one exists or not. Okay, good, it doesn't. So now we're going to change it whatever you want. I like Bookman. That's one of my favorites. You can change the font, but I always want mine justified. Now this is where I'm going to come down here to this format, and I'm going to change a few things. I usually only look at paragraph, and I'm going to come over here to indents and spacing, and I am going to make this a 10 simply because that's what I prefer. I don't like multiple line spacing. I'm going to make it single. You can also click here, don't add space between paragraphs of the same style. And then I'm going to hit tab. I like my tab size to be a 0.2. I don't like it to be very big. Then I hit OK. I'm not going to click on new documents based on this template unless I think I want every single document to be like this. I'll hit OK. And now I'm ready to write. I'm going to say to create a style sheet. So you can see now my paragraph text is set up just like I wanted. Now, another style sheet that I frequently use, let me just hit enter so it doesn't confuse me here. I always use quotes, but I rename it because I quote from the Bible often. So I'm going to rename this scripture. That's one of my favorites, scripture. And I'll just keep the font the same, maybe even the size the same. I like it to be justified. It doesn't look like that's black. Oh no, it looks like a gray. So I want that to be gray, but you could, whatever color you prefer, automatically update. Another thing is I'm going to come down here to format, and I believe I'm going to go to paragraph here. Yes. This right here, 0.6 and 0.6 is too big for me. I want it to be 0.3. Okay. And there you have that. So when you want scripture, you're going to have to click on this, hit this, and it's going to automatically, and I guess I already had it set on italics as well, which is what I do like. So you can write Jesus wept. That's the shortest scripture. Okay, so it already does what you've set it to do. Those are just a few. There are many style sheets that you can use. For instance, say you're writing an entire paragraph here and you decide, you know what, I don't like that font. I'm going to click on that right here. I'm going to go up here and see, and as you can see, it highlights, it's paragraph. So I didn't like that font. I'm going to come over here to paragraph again. I'm going to hit modify, and I'm going to change it. I'm going to change it to this typewriter one. I'm going to make it even bigger. And I'm going to hit OK. Do you see how that changed? That's all you would have to do if you decide you don't like something. And it's going to do it throughout your entire document. You do not have to go through and manually fix things. That's the beauty of these style sheets. So I hope that you have learned something from this program. If so, you can contact me at You the Writer, www.rebuildwasteplaces.com, or you can even email me at colbasader26@aol.com. I look forward to hearing from you. Thank you for joining me today.